Well, hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Monday, the 17th of November. And it's around, no, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now, Eastern Time. We've obviously had some snow overnight, and it's still coming down a little bit. This is one of these heavy, wet snows, and the temperature's now going to just keep dropping. So a lot of this stuff's going to freeze on the trees, which is not good because we're going to get about 10 to 30 miles an hour worth of wind coming in here later this afternoon. And I hope we don't lose any trees. You can see how the pine trees are sagging. Yeah. And of course then you get stuff on the power lines, and the power lines might come down and we might lose our power. Here's what it looks like out back. Well, Paul is off up to the Chrysler dealer. They're on the south edge of Delaware here. Apparently, there's some sort of mix-up in his loan, or he's already made the first payment on his loan. He's got the bank paperwork from the loan, but then this Chrysler credit thing sent him some stuff, and it's very confusing. So he's going to go up there to try to get that straightened out. Well, that's his truck's inaugural trip here in this kind of weather and road conditions. Although the road stuff should be fine. Once it gets out, it should be fine. I doubt he even had to put the thing in four-wheel to get out. Looks like he made it. Well, take care of him, Lord. Well, we're out here in the garage right now, and you can see it's got the Black & Decker battery charger reconditioning a battery, reconditioning battery. That's a 24-hour cycle. You start it and then you're supposed to wait 24 hours, and generally then it'll shut off. But you can see that there was a fair amount. Well, I cleaned it off with some baking soda and stuff, but there was a fair amount of lead sulfate, copper sulfate on this positive terminal, and that all happened. We had the power out here October 8th for about 3 hours. And I ran the generator, and thing fired right up. And at that time, that terminal was completely clean. And then in about two and a half weeks' time, the thing became completely encrusted with, the green crud, that you get around battery terminals. And so I cleaned it off here. There's the cup of water that with baking soda in it that I used to clean the thing off with. The battery still tests out at 12 volts even before I started this. So I think since it started up in October, there's no reason it might not start up tonight if we have to, if the power goes out. But what this reconditioning cycle does is it blows pulses of 40 amps in there periodically to try to break off the sulfate from the plates. It's interesting. I haven't charged this thing for 2 years except for the run that, the 20 amp alternator, charging it while it was running here 6 weeks ago. This battery turns out is a 12-year-old battery, so I think I'm going to have to go down to Interstate and, pop for a new battery. Just, the better part of prudence would indicate that, I think. Well, Paul just got home. And as you can sort of see with the snow falling off the trees, the wind is now picked up. So we'll have to hear about his adventure down there up there at the car dealership. Maybe if the wind doesn't get too strong, it might shake some of this snow off before it all freezes here on the stuff later tonight. That would be kind of a blessing there in disguise. No, not really in disguise, just a blessing. Hey, George. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Joe.
I'm glad you're home safe.
Stop and shut the mailbox door. It was cranking open.
Oh, well, I wouldn't doubt it. I imagine the stuff from the snowplows knocked it open.
Oh.
That's not the mail, is it?
No.
No, that's your stuff from the dealership.
And I now have my supposed registration in what they're calling is temporary white title. Because I went up to the DMV and got it.
Oh, I see.
Or DMV, and then I came back.
Well, good. So the credit nonsense that they sent you has been squared away.
Nonsense.
Yeah, it was just some sort of,
They went to them and they said no. And they're required by law to send me a paper like that saying that they will not do it.
Okay.
The only problem is it took
Yeah.
going to have to get here
Yeah.
from Cincinnati.
I must have had an extremely slow squirrel carrying it up here. Well, there.
But that was my morning now.
Well, that's been taken care of. Question of the day: how much of this is blowing, and how much of this is new snow? I mean, you shoot down toward the bridge there, and the road. I frankly think that's more than just blowing snow. I mean, you can't see squat down there. Then you get sort of this little bit of light, sunlight hitting the top of the trees, which doesn't really show out. It's kind of hard to tell. It's hard to get a white on white contrast, with these things. Pay no attention to that reflected light on the glass of the storm door. Yeah, I know. I could man up and open the door and video. Not through the glass, but I'm not.
Bad.
But I'm not going to.
A big project. He wanted you to spend half on. So you've got. So you have the new trailer paid off already? Yeah. That's good. Fine. Oh, good heavens. I haven't either.
Bye bye, YouTubers.
But you've never